New year, new me, new project. Because what's better than spending the holiday season eating, relaxing and pretending you are not thinking about war? Starting a brand new game project, of course. There is something magical about the end of the year. All the free time, the illusion of fresh start and way too much cake. So, while everyone else was busy making resolutions they won't keep, I decided to channel my holiday energy into something productive. A new game. And this is how 2025 will be mine was born. Welcome to Devlog 0. Let me tell you how I got here. Last year I made a game, released it on Steam, my first ever release. It was stressful, a whole year of preparation, sleepless nights and second guessing everything. But I did it, and it was
a great success!
I mean, a couple of 100,000. Okay, fine, a couple of copies sold. Like 15. But hey, that's 15 more than 0, truly living the indie dev dream. With my newly earned game dev fortune, and let's be real, my regular 9 to 5 paycheck, I decided to invest in my future as developer. I picked up some extra RAM and SSD. It wasn't much, but it was a step forward. Now, the weather that day? Perfect. Either way, I hadn't opened up my PC in years, but it was time to get to work. First, one stick of RAM, carefully slotted in. Then the second one. And now the SSD. Precision engineering at its finest. Time for screw. Okay, everything in place. Moment of truth. Let's see if it actually turns on. It works. I am now officially ready for a more ambitious project. Or at least to run Unity a little faster. With my PC all set up, it was time for the main event, starting a brand new project in Unity. This was my first time using Unity 6, and let me tell you, it feels like stepping into the future, or at least into a slightly shinier version, the present. And then there is UI Toolkit, my first time ever touching it. It's supposed to make UI design easier, right? Well, we'll see about that. After a bit of trial and error and a lot of googling, I managed to create a button. It's beautiful, it's functional, it's clicking. Truly the pinnacle of UI design. Step 1 of 2025 will be mine is officially complete. Now let's dive into what this project is all about. It's my take on classic top-down tank games. Think Battle City or Tanks 1990. But reimagine it with 3D graphics and stylized aesthetics. Tanks, explosion, strategy with a fresh look. You got an idea. To kick things off, I fired up Blender and created a basic tank model. Nothing too fancy, just enough to get the feel of it. So here is the plan. I'll model the tank, create some basic animations, and then bring it into Unity. Sounds simple enough, right? As soon as I imported the model into Unity, things started to fall apart. The animations were not janky, they were totally mess. After a lot of trial and error, and healthy dose of yelling on my screen, I finally figured out a solution. And honestly, I couldn't find any good tutorials online for this specific problem. So, if you're struggling with importing tracks animation into Unity, let me know in the comments. I might make a tutorial for you. And here it is. My tank model, fully functional and ready to roll. Literally. It drives, turns, and it's ready to start blowing stuff up. Next step, time to level design. For this prototype, I started simple. First, an outer wall to define the play area. then the one inner wall to add some structure. With the basics in place, it was time for the fun part. It's level design time. And just like that, the level was ready. Quick, simple, and surprisingly satisfying to build. It's nothing fancy, but it's perfect for testing the prototype. This was also my first time using Unity Nav Mesh Agent. Setting up a navigation mesh and figuring out how the agent handles movement was an adventure. But after a bit of trial and error, I got the enemy tanks to move around the level and actually do something. To make things more interesting, I gave them ability to shoot. Now, whenever I'm in range, they happily fire projectiles my way. Combine that with their movement, and they are starting to feel like actual opponents. So, that's my prototype. What do you think? Do you like the idea of local and online co-op? Maybe even some PvP action? I'd love to hear your thoughts on the tank controls and camera perspective. In the video description, you'll find a link to download and try out the prototype yourself. Let me know what you think. And if you enjoy what I'm creating, check out my previous game, Gorf the Frog. It's a small indie project that I'm really proud of, and I'd love for you to give it a look. As for these devlogs, I'm not sure what form they'll take yet. This one was a bit of an experiment, Devlog 0, but stick around and let's see where this journey takes us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see ya in the next one. Bye!